dress up as a hippie because today's two special days. One day is Columbus Day, where he came over from, he was Italian, he came over from Italy. And the other one, oh my gosh, I can't get the picture up. All right. And it's also an anniversary, is when I did Godspell back in 2018. It's a happy memory, but it's also sad because this was the last time I actually did a full main stage production back in 2018 with the coronavirus and everything. It didn't help. So today what I want to do, folks, is turn back the clock and make lasagna. Turn back, oh Lord. That was one of the numbers we did in the show. I'm going to add in oregano into the meat mixture. You got to season this up or, you know, it won't taste that good. An Italian seasoning and garlic powder. I was actually a beach hippie, and it was a lot of fun. I loved doing the show, and that was a really last big show that I actually done, folks. It's really sad, but there's nothing we can do about it. All right, I'm now adding into the sauce. Now, what we're going to do now, folks, I'm going to put a little sauce into the meat and put the rest on top of the lasagna noodles. We're going to mix this together. We might need just a little bit more sauce. Yes, a little bit more. Okay, just a little bit more, all right? Because we're going to have this is going to go in as a filling. Yeah, Columbus was Italian, so I'm figuring I might as well add the 2 days into one, the anniversary of Godspell, which was 2018, and Christopher Columbus. He came in 1492. All right, everything mixed together. And one more thing that my mom always believed is a little sugar. Whenever she made anything Italian, she always dashed it with a little bit of sugar. It gives that sweet taste to it. All right. Now I'm going to simmer this for a few minutes, and I'm going to go to the next step. I'm going to start making my cheese mixture. All right. What I want to do now is I'm going to use ricotta cheese. I'm going to use about a cup of it. Some people like a lot of cheese, and some people don't. And what we have left over is going to go to something else that I'm planning on doing this week, sometime baked zitti. Okay. We're going to put in about a cup of ricotta cheese. Okay. Now the next thing I want to do is grab an egg. Yeah, I love playing a hippie. I actually played a hippie twice in 2 different shows. One was gospel, and one was hair. Okay. Here we go. You might need a little bit more ricotta. We'll see what happens. A little bit of garlic. Okay, a little bit more ricotta cheese. We're going to mix this together. You only need 1 egg, folks. You don't need more than 1 egg. Okay, a little bit more. Mixing this up together. Ricotta cheese is delicious. It's a wonderful kind of cheese. A lot of people just don't like cheese, that lot of cheese. Okay. Add some seasoning in here. Garlic powder. Check the meat mixture. It's cooking good. Okay, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. We want to make sure. Oh, one more thing we need is a little mozzarella cheese. I knew there was something we needed. A little bit. There we go. Mix this together. Okay, we're back in about 5 minutes. Not a lot of sauce because we want to put a lot on the top to really make it. It's like layered. That's all I can explain to you, folks. It's like a layered dish. Okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. This is a delicious Italian dish, folks. You're going to love it. Oh, you're going to love this. Okay, let's just spread it on the bottom. Okay, so a little bit on the bottom, and then I'm going to go to the top. You know, now we're going to start with the noodles. Be careful. This is very hot. Okay, we're going to start putting the layers of noodles in the baking pan. Okay. Very hot. I'm used to handling hot food because I cook all the time, folks. Go. One more. And then we're going to start putting the meat layers and then the cheese layers, and then it's like layers. It's like when you make a cake, except it's not a cake, it's, you know, lasagna. Now the next thing I want to do is add the meat mixture in. Add the meat. I'll do 2 layers, and then okay. Now the next thing is we're going to add in another layer of lasagna. And then we're going to add the cheese and then the sauce. Here we go. And this is going to take about 45 minutes to cook. Oh, it's very hot. I'm having trouble handling it now too. It's getting hot now. As you get closer to the bottom of the pan, it gets hotter. But doing gospel was a wonderful experience. I mean, I love doing this show. It's really my last memory of ever doing a real-life theater show. I mean, I've done a few small things, but very little. Okay. Make sure we have enough because we got to go to the top layer. All right, we're going to add a little bit of cheese here. Just a little bit, not a lot. Because there are some people in my house that just don't like cheese. All right. Just a little bit. Now, folks, keep this in mind. You could add a lot of cheese in if you want to, but there are people in my house just don't care for it. So I'm just going very moderate on it. Okay? Just a little bit. You don't need, we're not adding a lot. Okay, now the next thing, I'm going to add another layer of noodles in. Alright, almost getting there, folks. There we go. Okay, we might not have enough of this. We might have to go for another jar. Let's see what happens when we pour this out. Here we go. That's what I thought. Okay, we have to get another jar of sauce. It's really amazing, folks, how fast the sauce just disappears too, folks. It just disappears. I don't know where it goes, but it disappears. And now we got to get this open. Just grab a napkin and open this. Here we go. Make sure it's the same kind, yeah. If you don't have enough sauce here, it really won't be, this is really very Italian because mainly for Christopher Columbus, but also doing it in honor of Godspell. Okay, now what I want to do now is, more. Okay, I want to add in some garlic. Not garlic, because that's what Italian people like, and tons of mozzarella cheese on the top. Now, what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab some aluminum foil, and I'm going to pop this in the oven, and we're going to bake this for about a good 45 minutes or half an hour until all the cheese is melted, okay? About a good 45 minutes. Here we have delicious, wonderful baked lasagna in honor of Godspell that was done in 2018, and also Columbus Day. Because this is also Columbus, and he was also Italian. So here we go, delicious, homemade, wonderful baked lasagna in honor of Godspell 2018 and Columbus Day. From Deborah Tom Country, have a great day. Please subscribe to a wonderful YouTube channel. What about